16, 17, and 18, we are solving word problems with three unknowns using our linear equation. It says the sum of three numbers is 75. The third number is 3 times the second. The first number is 5 less than the second. What are the numbers? So I'm first going to part my variables down. I'm going to use F for my first number, S for my second number, and T for my third number. I have to keep in mind that my S's like to look like 5 so that I know that I wrote an S there. First part, the first sentence there, says the sum of three numbers is 75. The word sum tells me I'm going to add. So I need to add my three numbers together to get 75. The first one plus the second one plus the third one is 75. Then I'm going to translate the second sentence up there. The second one says the third number is. The third number equals. So T equals. The third number is 3 times the second. So 3 times the second would be 3 S's then. 3 times S. Then I'm going to do the next one. The next one says the first number is. The first number is F equals. The first number is 5 less than the second. Have to be careful on the 5 less than. That's not in the order you read it. If I do 5 less than something, I'm taking 5 away from the second. So 5 less than the second would be S minus 5. What I'm going to do is solve this by substitution. I'm going to replace the F with S minus 5 because that's what it's equal to over here. The second one I'm just going to leave alone. And then I'm going to replace the third one with 3 S's. So my first one is S minus 5. My second one is still just S. My third one is 3 S's. Now I can go ahead and combine my like terms. I've got an S plus another S plus 3 S's. 1 plus 1 plus 3 would be 5 S's. Then I have this minus 5 to equal my 75. See where I run into problem with my S's and my 5's looking the same. I want to solve this for S. So I'm going to move my 5 to the other side. I have to add it. 5S equals 80. And then I'm going to go ahead and divide that by 5 to solve it for S. 80 divided by 5 is 16. So when I put my answer in, I have to make sure I put the 16 in for the second answer. I still need to do the first and the third. Well, if I go here to the first one said that I have to do the second minus 5. So 16 minus 5 would give me 11. My first one then is going to be 11. If I do my third one said 3 times the second. So I would have to take 3 times 16. 3 times 16, going to give me 48. If I want to double check my answer, what I want to do is see if the sum of my three numbers is indeed 75. So if I take 11 plus 16 plus 48, I end up with 75. So then I know, yep, those are my right answers. 17, same kind of thing. We're going to have 3 variables. Karen, Jim, and Ryan sent a total of 136 text messages during the week. So I'm going to use K for Karen, J for Jim, and R for Ryan. And I don't have to worry about having an S that looks like a 5. So, Karen, Jim, and Ryan sent a total of 136 text messages. If I'm finding the total, I'm adding them together. Karen's messages plus Jim's messages plus Ryan total 136 during the weekend. Jim sent 4 times as many messages as Ryan. Whoever is mentioned first, or whatever thing is mentioned first, is the variable they're talking about. Jim, J. What did Jay do? Jim sent 4 times as many as Ryan. 4 times Ryan, 4R. The next sentence says, Karen, K, sent 8 fewer messages than Ryan. 8 fewer is like having 8 less than something. I'm subtracting the 8 from how many ever Ryan sent. I'm not starting with 8 and subtracting Ryan's. I'm taking 8 away from Ryan's. So again, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to replace my variables over here with the expressions that have Ryan's in them. So Karen was R minus 8. Got rid of that one. Jim was 4 times Ryan. Got rid of that one. But Ryan is still there. He has to stay in the equation so that I have my 3 people. Karen, Jim, and Ryan. Combining my like terms. I've got an R plus a 4R plus another R. 1 plus 4 is 5. 5 plus 1 more is 6. So 6R minus 8 equals 136. I want to solve that for R. I'm going to move the 8 to the other side, so I'm going to add the 8. 6R then is going to equal 144. And then, of course, I still need to divide that by the 6 to get R by itself. If I divide by 6, R is going to equal 24. So Ryan sent 24 messages over the weekend. Karen sent 8 fewer than Ryan. So if I take 24 minus 8, I get 16 for Karen. So Karen did 16. Jim did 4 times as many as Ryan. He was busy on his phone. So if I take 24 times 4, 96 messages. And again, if I wanted to check that answer, I'm going to add those up to see if I get 136. So if I take 16 plus 96 plus 24, sure enough I get 136. And so those are going to be my answers. And the last one on this page, Rachel, Charlie, and Bob served a total of 94 orders on Monday at the school cafeteria. Bob served 3 times as many orders as Rachel. Charlie served 9 more orders than Rachel. How many orders did they each serve? So I have R for Rachel, C for Charlie, and B for Bob. Rachel, Charlie, and Bob served a total of 94 orders. So again, total means I'm going to add all 3 of those together, and all 3 of them served a total of 94 orders. So Rachel plus Charlie plus Bob equals 94. Bob served 3 times as many orders as Rachel. Bob is mentioned first. I'm talking about what Bob is equal to. Bob served 3 times as many as Rachel. So Bob is equal to 3 R's. Charlie served 9 more orders than Rachel. So I'm talking about Charlie. 9 more means I'm adding 9 to whatever Rachel did. 9 more than Rachel. So again, we're going to solve by substitution. Rachel, we don't have 1 to substitute in for, but we still have Rachel. Plus Charlie. Charlie we can replace with R plus 9. Bob we can replace with 3 R's. We know the total of all 3 of those people should be 94. So Rachel, Charlie's, Bob's. Adding their like terms. R plus R is 2R. 2R plus 3R is 5R. 5R plus 9 equals 94 then for our equation. In order to solve that, we're going to have to subtract the 9 to move it to the other side. 5r is then equal to 85. Then we have to divide by 5, so r is equal to 17. So we know Rachel served 17 orders on Monday at the school cafeteria. Charlie was Rachel's plus 9. Charlie served 9 more than Rachel. So if I do 17 plus 9, 9 more than 17 would be 26. Bob served 3 times as many. So I have to take 3 times 17. 51. So Bob served 51. The total of my orders should be 94. So if I do 17 plus 26 plus 51, I get 94. And that should be my answers then. That is the end of homework day 12.